Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Thursday night edition of the Triple B Experience. And to my right, which could be my left, I don't know, is special field correspondent Shane Stadtmiiler again tonight. We're going to talk a whole bunch of stuff, Shane. What are we going to be talking about tonight, Shane?
A little bit of Godzilla, a little bit of Oscars. I didn't watch because I think they suck.
I didn't watch it either. I did not watch it either.
But we're going to talk a little bit of everything. Our normal Friday night pop culture rundown of everything nerdy and sweaty that most middle-aged guys shouldn't be talking about, but we talk about because we enjoy it.
Well, yeah, and I appreciate you coming on again and using your pop culture knowledge, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in on a Thursday night. But you know what? This is the way it is here at the Triple B Experience. So everybody, stay tuned, have a seat, relax. Thursday night is all right for chit-chatting. That's how I'm going to do it. Don't you just love that? I wish I'm sure that's not a copyrighted theme song, but it's really it pumps you up. I think. I don't know. It doesn't.
Yeah, I need that when I come out of the shower in the morning. I need your theme music to come on.
Oh, so Well, I always wake up to the Road Warriors, and I used to wake up to a Real American from for Hulk Hogan. So, Larry's got his popcorn ready. Benjamin, thanks for tuning in. And speaking of Larry, as I always do when the guys pop on like that in the Facebook site, I got to give everybody their plugs. Once again, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. These guys from Johnstown, their last show, I don't know if you heard it, Shane. They were talking about ECW when the time they went to ECW. And I don't know who got arrested yet because I didn't listen the whole way through, but I know they went to both shows and they were talking about it. So, but if you haven't hit subscribe to those guys, please do. They're a part of the podcasting network that we have here. Those guys do great stuff. They're entertaining. They're laid back and they're real people. You know what I mean? Like real people. They don't care what people think. They do it because they like to do it. They're like I do. I like doing this. I'm not making any money, and we just do it because we love it. And we all get together sometimes on a Mania thing. We're gonna have a big WrestleMania one here pretty soon. And then Larry said he's sexy. That's what he said. Well, you are the king, brother. You are the king. The king. Yes. So everybody on Thursday night, please drop your questions, comments, anything. We're gonna do some talk about some independent wrestling, some wrestling. We're going to get into some pulp culture, some MCU stuff, and I'm going to ask Shane who he would like to see this major star be in the MCU, because I am a big Marvel guy.
Yeah,
I'm more of a Marvel guy than a DC guy. But
that's you're way more a Marvel guy than a DC guy.
Yeah, but I do like Batman, and I do like. Yeah. I've always stated that I do like the DC shows, but I didn't like the new Flash movie, and I believe the Flash got number 4 of the best superhero movies of 2024, but I think they didn't have that many to go on. But I did not like. I like Michael Keaton. Did you see that plug where Michael Keaton was in the audience at the Oscars? And then Andy DeVito
fantastic.
And Schwarzenegger.
It's like he's gonna rip Schwarzenegger's face off. I just love that. It's great.
And he just pointed at him. You know what I mean? I think to me, Keaton's the best Batman. I've always liked him.
I agree. And this goes back to your old neighbor, Kurt Mears. When we were 12, we went to the Indiana Mall and we saw Batman. And after that, I went to the bookstore and I bought some Batman books, and that was my exposure to the comics. Is just starting to read the Batman stuff.
First Batman or Batman Returns?
First Batman.
First Batman. Okay.
Yeah.
Larry said he just finished the Reacher series. Damn good. He's badass. Yeah, he is badass. I got one episode in because I've been so busy. Ralph Williams is in the house. Ralph with his so many podcasts that he have here. Let me holy moly. He's got many podcasts. He's got it's Sports Talk, the Eternal Bum podcast. Everybody just check out Ralph Williams on Facebook and on YouTube. He's got a ton of shows. He's been on the Black and Gold Dynasty show, his Steelers stuff. He talks Steelers. Jay Brocious. Can you guys I can see your question. So what question you got, Jay? Jay Brocious is going to ask the comment question. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jay. I got you on Facebook. I'll try to answer it the best of my ability, and I thank you for tuning in. It might be a crazy question, like Bubba, who would you want to date? Catwoman or Poison Ivy. So yeah,
you want to get me started on the Catwomans? I have my favorite, but that goes back to the 60s.
Well, okay. Well, Halle Berry was good, but that movie was terrible. Terrible.
Michelle Pfeiffer was a good one.
Yeah, she was. We'll wait for. Hey, say your question. We're just going to keep it churning. We're going to get a whole bunch of stuff. I usually do stuff on Friday nights, and I usually talk about, ladies and gentlemen, independent wrestling shows. Now, for my house, hold on. I got a Nightwing question. Yeah, here comes the question. I got a Nightwing 94 Tasky cover with Nightwing and Flash. How much is it worth?
Nightwing 94.
But you know what, Jay? If it's graded, it's probably worth more. If it's raw,
you need to get it graded.
Yeah, when it's raw, it's probably cover price. Maybe, I mean, I could you look at we could look it up on eBay for you, but
$22,
and it's not $22, and it's
at the highest, and if it's if it's graded. If it's not graded, it's $3.50.
$3.50.
Yeah.
Wow.
If it's not graded.
Okay.
But it's 22 if it's graded.
Oh, okay.
That's from what the interwebs told me.
Well, that's good. Well, hopefully we answered your question. Hey, Bill Zach, thanks for tuning in. I saw Bill the other day at Planet Fitness, man, and he was a little excited about something that's coming to Indiana, man. The buzz is so good, ladies and gentlemen. The buzz is great for this right here, the APWF, the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. I'm doing something a little crazy. I asked my wife if I could do it so I don't get divorced. She was gung ho. She said yes. We are looking to go to the S&T Bank Arena June 23rd, 3 p.m. bell time. Oh, he said thanks. He's going to get it graded. Yeah, you might have to. It costs a little bit more to get your books graded, but you have to put a little insurance on them. I usually don't get them graded. I usually go on eBay and buy them. But June 23rd. Shane is part of the staff of the APWF. We got a couple other people. The board, Larry Stryker. Carl is helping out. My wife. We got a great booker, and we're doing some stuff. And like I said, anybody that he said he can't wait. Mike Duke, Pig Vomit is on the Facebook. Dukester, what's up, brother? Jay Brocious, can we all agree Silver Surfer is the most underrated hero in comic books?
I think he's really, really good, and I heard rumors that they were going to
I know you're going to say
gender swap them.
No, they can't do that, and I think that would be a travesty to. You can't have Norman Rad as a female, because really the Galactus of Herald was Frankie Ray. That was Nova. That was the female Herald of Galactus. And if they're going to do that, stick with that. And I know we're bebopping around, but the show here is raw.
If we're bebopping around, we got to talk about Ryan Reynolds standing his ground to keep him and Hugh Jackman, to keep the storyline for.
Well, they cut 9 minutes out of Deadpool, of Wolverine stuff, and Ryan said no effing way, man. No way. Hopefully
they wanted to have a female Wolverine beat up on Hugh Jackman, and Ryan's like, no, that shit ain't flying.
Oh,
I like guys. I play Dungeons and Dragons on Friday. Okay, Craig. Okay, Craig.
Well,
cool.
Thank you, Craig. Thanks for popping in from Patton, like always. Tonight was just a special night because, like I said, getting back to, and I'll talk about the APWF every time on a podcast and when I can. I'm going to this show tomorrow night, Friday night in Greensburg. Pit Fight. It presents Fight or Be Forgotten at the University of Pittsburgh in Greensburg. It's sponsored by a whole bunch of corporations. Prospect Pro Wrestling will be part is probably the main Fed. And all the proceeds go to cancer, I believe. I'm going to go down there, I think 6:30 bell time. A lot of wrestlers from the independent scene around, Western Pennsylvania. Jay says Shane is a great guest. He needs to be back. Yeah, Shane's always probably much on here. He's special field correspondent. When I say, hey, Shane,
I'm Bubba's peanut butter to his jelly.
Yeah,
and
we're doing a wrap to actually eat healthy because if it's white bread, it's too much carbs. But Shane was on. Do you?
Yeah, I think about peanut butter and jelly a lot. I was keto for 2 years, and this past year, I go like 5 days, and I fall off the wagon. Have to have something with some sort of carbs, but it's so hard. I'm always fighting that.
It's hard. Eating right is so. I mean, that's part of the whole working out. It's all 90% eating, 10% working out, 90% eating, I believe.
The only time I've been put in Facebook jail was because of carbs. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
It's not as good as my Toby Keith one, but it's a good one.
Oh wait, hey, before you tell this one, Jay says you guys are the Howard Stern and Robin of podcasting.
I'll be Robin all day and all night.
The king of all media. Yeah. Well, God bless you, Jay. That's funny. Yeah. Hey.
Well, Jay, if you think that, like and subscribe, and then share it with some friends. Yeah, tell your peoples.
And we don't make any money of this. I just do it, like I said, when Pro Wrestling Extreme, those guys do it. I just do it because I have this platform that I've been doing for, this podcast has been going on since 2018 in different variations.
Yeah.
The name has been the same, and it's spurred, back in the original. And I know you're going to tell this story, and I'm sorry, I'm getting off key here.
No, that's good.
The original was I would do 15 minutes of like Steeler talk, 15 minutes of wrestling talk, and 15 minutes of pulp culture talk. And that's when Todd DeFazio was my producer, and I was on Idiot Radio. So, and then it just formatted, and then, Mav and we did a What's Brewing, and then Mav and Cable come on, and then they, things happened and stuff, and I kept going by myself, and I got a whole, some other people, and Shane, come on, and Shane's now doing like coming on my show. Shane's doing like, Big 12 stuff and stuff like
College
this.
Foosball.
Yeah.
I did that. That was my 7 o'clock show, and then we had our board meeting, and then tomorrow I'll be on
looking like you can kick somebody's ass. Well, tomorrow, what are you doing
when
tomorrow?
I was thick and rugged. Well, I'm just gonna pop into a West Virginia podcast just to say a few things and pop off. But
gotcha.
But that's basically what I'm gonna do. But
tell your story before I.
Well, you got to jog my memory. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Talking about Jesus, I don't know. You said I got a story. It's better than my Toby Keith better than my Toby Keith story. You said.
Oh yeah, I'll have to think about it. Shoot, it'll pop back into me. Well, it's like that damn ADHD, right?
Oh well, that's okay. I mean, hey, I've had a couple concussions, so it's. It's so sometimes it's hard. So let me get through this lovely. I feel like I am the Les Nessman of independent professional wrestling. So I always put out all these shows as I can because from Indiana, Pennsylvania, any direction, there's a wrestling show an hour and a half from my house. You can get it on a GPS and it's boom. So now this one is going to be happening Friday. KSWA. It's going to be a fundraiser featuring the Keystone Wrestling Alliance at Springdale High School, the high school gym, McKee Fieldhouse, and tickets $15. So, and also, they must have a weekend doubleheader because Saturday night they're at the St. Patty Brutality 3. Oh, I like that. Brutality, March 16th.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah, Brutality. Yeah. So it's Shane Lady Productions. There you go. If you guys are in the area, check them out. I've been to their shows before. Good stuff. Brandon K, thanks for coming on, Jay. Thank you so much. I was
Hey, Bubba.
at Rise Wrestling last week. Great show they had, man. They had a packed house of 500 people, I believe. So
the smoke from my brain fart. The smoke from my brain fart just cleared.
Okay.
And then it just came back again.
I'm ready. Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Jessica, how you doing? Your brother can't remember the story, so we have to jog his memory. So okay, okay. Oh, thank you, Brandon. I tell you what, you know how it is. He says, Brandon K said, thank you. He said, hey brother, good luck on the new adventure. Yeah, it's like the mafia. When you're out, they pull you back in. Brandon, I didn't know that wrestling prices were like, oh my God, the inflation. It's like, whoo, it's crazy. Hopefully, we get it going and see how it goes and go from there. There's nothing up here, up this way in Indiana. So hopefully I can bring something good, family entertainment. Rise Wrestling, like I said, Shane, it was packed. They had EC3. They had tag team champions who got crowned. They had, they had the girls match. I mean, it was packed. When I got there, it was raining, but it was packed. And then the funny thing, when I was leaving, I was
700.
I bet you 5, 6.
What?
I mean, yeah.
And where was it at again, Bubba? Where they have this at?
It was at the Uniontown Mall. So they have.
Oh yeah,
they have like stores. There's no store in it now, so they have a wrestling ring and they have all of the chairs around it. Okay, and then they have like gimmick tables in the back, and they have their projection screen, TV screens, for the entrance and stuff, which looks pretty good. They have all these TVs, and then they come out, and then they have the sound, and they have a lot of staff. I mean, they had tons and tons of staff. They get your tickets through, you go around and you do whatever. Yeah, no, you can stop up, Jay. Come up with Dean, brother. Come up with Dean. So, and then Jessica said she's looking forward to the event. Yeah, Jess, this event is like,
gonna be fun.
It's sizzling like dynamite. Like when we had our meeting, we had our little staff meeting. I have never seen the APWF get shared by so many people on social media in my entire life. Right. And the thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, that we didn't have social media back then. I was tacking posters on telephone poles, flyering everything I could possibly do at the time when we used to run Club Extreme building, and it was 250 people and it was packed. So, and we've had a couple shows at the Ice Center. I wrestled Nikolai Volkov there, and the late great Virgil. He actually spray painted me NWO when he come out with the Freebirds 2000. Dr. Feelgood and Kato. Yeah, it was a tag match or triple. I don't know. I got the crap beat out of me, and yeah, I was the guy who always got the shit kicked out of me, and people just it's sympathetic. I was a sympathetic guy where people rallied around me because I always said I'm just the common man from Marion Center. So I got a coat. Let me see here.
Poor Jess. She's on. I think she's on I think she's like. I think they're in New York or somewhere on a little mini vacation.
Oh well, thank you for popping in then.
One of the kids is sick and her husband is sick and
oh damn, and they're on vacation.
Nothing crazy.
But they're on vacation?
I think it's like an ear infection or pink eye or one of those things that kids give kids. You just don't when your kids grow up, you don't get that shit.
People get sick nowadays. It's crazy. Yeah, I just fell in my parents' yard 2 years ago, and that was the worst bump I ever took, and it's every day I cringe. So after the painted glass, a nasty bump, he took on a ring apron last night. Do you think Darby Allin is taking too many risks in wrestling? Of course. He's 170 pounds, Craig. Your body can't take all that. He's like a stunt man, but not in a movie. And God bless him for him and Sting going out with all that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And people were bitching about him taking all of it when he went through the off the ladder into the glass, taken away from Sting. But you know what? Sting probably knew it was coming anyway. Tony Khan did him right. He was probably the only person ever to get done right in a retirement match. And he's not coming back. He's not like Ric Flair every 6 months. Donnie Fulmer is in the house. Mr. Tap Out. Get ready. Mr. Tap Out's in the house.
Hey, speaking about being a stuntman.
Okay.
I want to bring up The Fall Guy. Are you excited about that movie? Are you going to see it? It's supposed to come out in May.
Well,
May 3rd.
I'm not going to go to the movies to see it, but I do like The Fall Guy. I've always liked Lee Majors because that's showing my age.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be totally different.
Yeah.
But I know I have my good cable, so I can, as long as I don't listen to the French dialogue, I'm good to go. Like I get the good picture, and then after a while,
I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm excited, but there's a caveat. I like Emily Blunt, but Ryan Gosling, is that the most masculine guy we can get? You know, is that what we get in 2024?
Well, no. Well, he's a badass in that one movie on Netflix, though.
The Gray Man.
The Gray Man. No, the Gray Man.
Oh, the Gray Man. He was good in that. He was good in that. I feel a little better.
Man. He killed Captain
But then
America.
he just was Barbie. He sang at the Oscars, and that made me like I wanted to take a shower after that. I was like,
I don't watch that stuff. They have to do all that stuff. That's all what they have to do probably in their contract. I mean, you had John Cena come out naked. You know.
Well, that doesn't like I like the Sound of Music. It's not like I don't like musicals, but I just don't.
Well, you're a better man than me. I'm not a. I went to a movie one time and I didn't know it was a Walt Disney movie. It was like, and it just sang the whole way through, and I was like, was
that Aladdin?
Tammy. No, it wasn't Aladdin. It was some other. It was the guy who had the late night James Corgan, the late night guy, and he was singing like he was a butcher.
He
was like, "Oh, everybody, come down to the river." And I looked at Tammy, and I just started singing the whole way through. So and Tammy likes musicals, so I have to sacrifice. I sacrifice. It's not all about wrestling and Steelers at my house. My wife gets a little bit of something. But Brian Lamort in Florida, brother. Salute you. Morty's
that's twice in 1 week. He must be lonely down there in Florida if he's tuning in to see us.
Not Morty. Morty, I tell you what, Morty can turn fucking shit into gold, man. He's a FanDuel king. I got hooked on FanDuel because of him, because he was like betting like whatever and winning like gangbusters. He always wins. My arch nemesis in Madden football, right there. I could never fucking beat him. I could beat everybody else, and I could never beat We were betting $50 games.
I'm going to tell you, I don't play. Like 25 years ago, there was a Tekken 3 arcade machine in a pizza shop I was managing and working. And I was pretty good at like 3 of the characters. Well, fast forward to last night, my son got the new Tekken 8 or whatever it is. He's been playing for a couple hours. I whooped his ass twice. He's so beside himself. Yeah, I'm just like, and I used the same moves I used 25 years ago. They carry.
Wow.
But I want to ask you one more question about another movie 25 years ago. Or no, it was 89, so it's been 35 years ago.
I like the Fall Guy go. I mean, we got off topic, but I do like.
But Roadhouse.
I don't know, man.
Next week, Jake Gyllenhaal. Another guy that's not very masculine. You've
been having a hard on for this movie for like 5 months
I love
now.
the original though, but Conor McGregor's going to be in it.
Conor McGregor.
It looks good. The acting looks good. You got to just watch it just to watch it.
I will. So
you can either shit all over it or just say you like it.
Watch it. No, I'll watch it and then I'll bring you on and then we'll talk about it. Because you'll be like, "Oh, Bubba, it was great," and I'm like, "Oh," and then you have to watch. We should do a watch along and then fucking watch the movie and like, oh shit, it's not the same.
Oh, we should do that. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, Morty said that.
Put it down on the bottom.
Yeah, because the other time that I played Morty, he never even bought. He went out and bought the game, and I had my phone set up downstairs, and I played him live on like I think it was on Facebook Live or something. And
was it Madden? Madden?
Yeah,
what?
It was Madden.
Madden 22?
It was Madden 21 or something, and I threw my first pick was he fucking interception for a touchdown. He never even he never played the game that year, and then he beat me, and it was live on Facebook. Yeah, see, your sister even says, "Hell no, Patrick Swayze is Dalton." I agree. I just can't see Jake. I can't. I hate the reboots like that though. Can't they come up with something better?
I know, but I'm such a mark for Roadhouse, man. It's just like there's some.
You can be a mark for Roadhouse, but hopefully it's something good.
And Predator. I watched Predator again with my kid. Like we watched it like last week.
Oh,
that's
Predator's
still
a
fantastic movie. That is probably
that's the top. Well, one of these days we got to get the cast and do, because I think Predator was people's horror movies. See, to me, Predator is science fiction.
I think it's more action, but like the scene where they're flying in the Huey,
yeah,
it's crazy.
We'll have to. We need to do comedy, like our top 5 comedies, because if we do 10, we'll be out there all night.
I've been in Huey's a few times because when I was working at West Point, they're the last active Huey unit in the Army, because the Huey's like maintaining a 57 Chevy. You only need a handful of guys to do it. Where a Blackhawk, you need like a team of 12
Gotcha.
just to keep that bird flying. But
well, God bless you for your service.
It makes it's a lot of fun, man. That's that's just got paid to do fun things,
Well, yeah, well, God bless
Well, not
you.
all of it was fun, but anyways.
Well, it is.
That.
Well, no,
that's
never enough. No, you can talk about that. Look, man, you served our country. You could talk about it anytime you want to. So, God bless you. I could never. I don't know if I could ever get in a chopper, because I'd probably fall out.
Well, all the pictures of me in helicopters, I'm doing this.
Oh, really?
I'm sleeping. I fall asleep.
Oh, you're sleeping? Oh,
sleeping,
as
like
soon as you get a chopper.
Open.
Oh man,
yeah, I'm
I'd have
sleeping,
to be strapped in. I'd be fucking scared. I always wanted to own a helicopter, but
they tested the guns, and I woke up and scared the shit out of me. They passed an index card around saying they're going to test the, they have a crew served weapon on the door, and it's usually like a 19-year-old kid manning it, So they passed it around, and this is a funny story, and you'll love this, Bubba.
Sure.
So one time, the first cab was rotating out, and I think, so they were rotating out, and these guys have been flying over that part of Iraq, and it was real swampy and stuff, and there were Iraqis in flat-bottom boats, and they tested their guns, and what they were doing is they were arguing, and I'm like, what are you guys arguing about? Like, the specialist goes, hey, we had, and this is the guy manning the gun, he goes, we've had an ongoing bet with the warrant officers, the pilot. And he said, we can't agree on if these guys can swim or not.
Oh my God.
And he said, since we're leaving in a week, we decided to, they all just jumped into the water. And, and I'm still talking to him about it. I'm like, I don't understand. How are you going to find out if they can swim or not? He's like, for 9 months, they've been there every day. If they're not there tomorrow, that means they can't swim. And you know what they bet? You know what they bet? They had like a remaining half a case of Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Anyways.
Well, I got Dre's in the house again. Dre, he says, Dre, thanks for tuning in. Jeff Wood's in the house. The Wood deal is a good deal.
Wow. Jeff Wood.
Yeah, you can go to Carrolltown and Plumville, Pennsylvania, and get Chevy vehicles. Oh,
Jeff is Carrolltown.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And Morty, who was the pioneer of podcasting? Morty, I have no idea who the pioneer of podcasting was. I have no idea. Yeah. It wasn't Christopher Columbus, Morty. What are you doing down in Tampa anyway, brother? Hopefully, tell me you went to Hogan's Bar and sung a little karaoke. Because me and Lamort, one time we were drunk up at Du Bois, and we were singing Beastie Boys. Yeah.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
I showed you him like 20 or 30 years ago. Well, was it Ron Jerry? I don't know. Oh, hi, Miss DeLusa. How are you? One of my coworkers. She's probably like, oh my God. She's into horror movies.
Yeah.
She knows her horror shit. I do not, but she does. She knows all her horror, and she goes to conventions and all that. I don't know any horror movies except for Halloween and Freddy, like when we did our top Halloween show. Tim still doesn't like me. Drake said it must be Tim Wood. Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I don't know who the original podcaster was, Morty. I have no idea.
I'm looking on Facebook here and seeing what they're saying.
The kid from Brooklyn, the big man. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know. And hopefully it's not a trivia question. I'm going to lose that. So, okay. Larry, thanks for tuning in, Larry. I don't have any hats, Larry. You got that from Steelers Realm podcast. Got the hats, brother. I have no merchandise. I do
Maybe
have
I should check into making a hat
cozies.
like while I'm doing this.
Well,
like,
I have one hat. I have one hat.
Get some hats made.
I'm
going to check into that
downstairs. I have beer koozies. My sister got them for Christmas, and I'm going to get Triple B experience coasters and koozies. You will remember. I don't know. It was it the kid who was on MTV? I don't know, Morty. I have no idea. Who was the first podcaster? Who's the first podcaster ever?
I'm clicking on this link to see.
Okay. Well,
Local Union, IBE.
It's a Brooklyn kid. Yeah, that's what he says. I don't know who the hell it is.
Michael Caracciolo.
Yeah, Morty, I have no fucking clue who that is. Is that the dude from MTV? That was like going around asking all those girls, he was selling, he had a beer stand, and he was like, hey, ladies, you want some beer? You know you're thirsty.
Yeah, and he was like 12.
Yeah. Was that the kid?
That kid's awesome, man.
Yeah. So, okay,
yeah.
Where are we at here? Because it's raw and kind of uncensored. This is what I do all day. Well, I really don't do too much all day. Back when you could say what you wanted. Well, that's true. I do on here. I haven't got taken off since 2018. I haven't got reprimanded. I haven't got plugged. I don't do anything political, so I don't. But let me get some more of this stuff out. Saturday night, RWA Wrestling. The Reverend Ron Hunt, the Sandman, with his Singapore cane. That motherfucker drank 25 Long Island iced teas I paid for when we brought him in one time. Yes. And he took a Singapore cane, and DJ Wisco from the Rose wanted that Singapore cane. And the Sandman was like, I'll give you the cane if you take a headshot. I'm like, Wisco, don't do it. I said, and there's the Singapore canes. They have they can tie it to make it harder, and they can make it looser. That's the gimmick in the Singapore cane, people that know wrestling. So he fucking tightened that up, and it was in the back parking lot of the Rose Inn. He hit fucking Wisco so fucking hard, it busted open his fucking head. He's fucking bleeding, and he's like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. And the Sandman gave him the cane, the Singapore cane. He took a fucking, he took a headshot to get a fucking cane and 25 Long Island iced teas, and I bought him a steak dinner. And he'll be there in RWA in West Newton. I should take my 25 drinks out of him, and he should buy me a steak dinner. But that ain't, yeah. But that's true story. True story. Yeah. And I wrestled a Sandman, and I lost to him. His kid come up and jumped on the apron, and I went after his kid, and then I got fucking beat. I don't know. That was for KCW up in Altoona, but I did. I keep forgetting. Sometimes I keep forgetting who I actually wrestled that were names. I have wrestled a lot of names, but that and 50 cents gets you a cup of coffee. I mean, it is what it is.
You were talking about forgetting. I forgot the story, and I remembered it because you talked about saying you're not being able to say certain things and getting banned from the show, or getting Facebook jail or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
That's what my story was about. I got put in Facebook jail once.
How?
And it was over a cinnamon roll.
How the hell do you get thrown in Facebook jail over cinnamon?
Okay, well, listen to this. Okay. I love cinnamon rolls, so they're my kryptonite, brother.
Cinnamon rolls, okay.
So either Greg Seitish Greg Seitish put something on Facebook, and it was a cinnamon roll, and I'm like, where did you get that? And he put where he got that, and I did the voice to text.
Was it a moist cinnamon roll?
It was a big one. No, it wasn't that bad. It was worse than that. So I did voice to text, and what I wanted to say is I would kick someone in the ass to get it or something. I would kick someone for that.
Okay, so you got put in Facebook jail for that?
No, but what the voice to text said is I would kick a nun in the taint for one of those.
Oh, really?
Kick a nun in the taint. That's really funny. And I thought, that still should be Facebook jail worthy. Well, they locked me up for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess they have a lot of problems on Facebook with nuns getting threatened to get kicked in the taint. So
that's funny. That's funny. Well, I know before I started podcasting, and I would do Facebook Lives after Steeler games, and when they lose, I fucking went off. And I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was I mean, I never had my Facebook hit so like hit with big hits, like hundreds and hundreds of people viewing it. Crazy. I mean, I went off, and I must have said the F word about 50 times in one sentence. So, and I never got in trouble. And I remember one time, I was doing a Facebook Live, and I'm like, oh, there was, well, I'm going to do it, ping, pew. That's how they do it on TikTok now. Pew, pew. And at the mall, and that really didn't happen. And Tammy's like, what are you doing? You got to take that off. I'm like, oh, okay. But Rich Smoke's in the house. He called us
Rich Smoke.
Called us dorks. He's just kidding.
Rich just Smoke had his show. He just had his show.
Yeah, he was probably talking a lot of free agency stuff. Let me get to Rich Smoke, absolutely. The smartest man in Philadelphia, and Freight Train. They just did their show, the NFL Elite Banner, every Thursday night at 8 p.m. They talk all NFL. I talk all Steelers. Those guys take all 90% of the NFL, and I just do 10%.
I moved my show to an hour earlier because I wanted to watch their show.
Oh,
that's how much I like their show.
Well, I usually listen to their show. Sorry, Smoke, but I had a meeting tonight, a wrestling meeting, so I'll watch it later. I swear to God. I try to watch everybody's stuff, though. You know what I mean? I do. So Chris Elliott's in the house. The algorithm, Dre said the algorithm is whack. I got banned for calling myself stupid once. How's that happen?
Yeah, Dre. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy. My algorithms are not very good.
My power went off. You noticed I froze, so my power went off back on. So,
Bubba, can I ask you this tonight? Thoughts on the new seasons of The Bad Batch? Craig, I haven't watched it yet. I have not.
Craig.
Go, Shane.
Craig. I love the bad. No, I'm picking on you, Bubba. No, I love the Bad Batch. Bubba hasn't watched it yet. Yeah, I've watched.
You can spoil it. I'm okay.
I'm up to. No, I'm not gonna spoil. But guys, Bad Batch is the best thing to come out of Disney in, I don't know, since Empire Strikes Back. Bad Batch is fantastic. It's almost
Rogue One.
Mando season 2 is right up there. Bad Batch is so good.
Well, I haven't got the season. I got season 2. I ended season 2. No, you're fine. I got to watch season 3. And Rich Smoke says plenty of free agency stuff. I will be releasing recordings of Rich's thoughts every Tuesday. Quick videos of me just saying what's on my mind in the NFL. So everybody, if you haven't subscribed to the NFL Elite Banner, please do, because you'll see the smartest man in Philadelphia doing his genius moments for 5 minutes about the NFL. He's going to do some short clips, and that's probably what you got to do. You got to do short clips to get this algorithm.
Yep.
I just don't have the time to edit. I mean, I try. It's just, it's so hard. It's crazy. And I did this sometimes without a script. Sometimes I do a little scripting. You know what I mean? It's just so crazy. But, and I'm still periodically through this show, I keep doing this because I'm going to this show Saturday night in Altoona, March 16th, the Triple B Experience. Triple B's in the house. His triadic return to Altoona, Pennsylvania. Shane might be showing up. I did get Big Mike to get 3 tickets, two for sure, 3 maybe, and see Enzo Amore. But I'm going up there to see the world beater, Chris Coleman, defend the title, and the Rad Boys win the title. I know they're not, they don't get along, but that's what I'm doing. I'm seeing one defend it and one take it. That's how I like it.
Yep.
So Saturday
and then
night,
we're going to see some champions in June, and I'm very excited about that. So
yeah,
you were talking about that earlier. I just want to bring it up again for people who just tuned in.
No, that's okay.
Bubba's back in the wrestling biz.
There's my logo I made. I can do a little better. I do have a better logo out there. If you we're on Facebook now. We're looking maybe to get a website. Looking, like I said, bringing professional wrestling back to Indiana, Pennsylvania. And Morty sent me the YouTube. I'll have to look at it here, Morty, once I get off the show here, because I'll have to check it. I don't know who the first podcaster was. So, and also Mercedes Monet, AEW, the boss. Last night she came to AEW. So I don't know how long she's going to stay. They were chanting her name in Boston because she's from Boston. So Bailey was in the audience up in the stands, way up high. So she cut a good promo. See what she can do. So, but that's all my wrestling talk throughout the periodically 40 minutes into this, because there's a lot of stuff going on in independent wrestling, and we talked. It is what it is. This is a show where it's off the cuff. Everything it's not scripted, and sometimes I write a little bit down, but then I go ad-libbing. So, but I want to do this. I want to get your opinion on this, Shane, because when I see stuff on social media that has something to do with like MCU or Marvel or whatever. No, anyway, before I do this, we were on a rant. I was ranting about wrestling a couple weeks ago, and you never did your anti-hero list.
Oh, I have my list here. Let me get back to
hear it.
Find where's that.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
So I did one that was like more cartoons and more like real life people.
You're 4 Mount Rushmore.
I'm hoping it's still here. My list.
Okay, because mine was like my number one Mount Rushmore anti-hero was the Hulk. I do remember that. So, and Moon Knight. And let me read some stuff on. Dre said, "I really like Andor. It was very good. At least Star Wars, but the least Star Wars, but a great show." Yes, I agree, Dre. Smoke says, "Shane and I can spend a weekend up there at your house that weekend." Sure. Yeah. You can drink all my icy light. Barry Stump's in the house. Jimmy Codwell, how you doing? Okay, you got your anti-heroes?
Yeah, I got my list here, guys. So I'm gonna go. I have, like always, I have 2 lists, but I have one that's
you
have
people.
A lot.
Yeah,
real people. So my real people list is
your real people list of anti-heroes.
Yeah,
real people,
not cartoons. So I'll do cartoons. Okay. Number 5 is Frank Castle.
Well, he's
a cartoon.
No, he's a
comic book.
He's a comic
books. Comic books. Then I do TV movies. Okay.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say. Let's see. Number 4.
Marvel.
Okay.
Number 4 is Yondu.
Yondu.
Yeah, Yondu. Number 3 is Rocket Raccoon.
Okay.
And what I have for number 2? Oh, number 2 is Wolverine. Number 1 is Deadpool.
Okay. So
anti-heroes.
Your anti-heroes for
and then I have
your comic.
Then I have a TV movie one.
Okay,
number
TV
5.
Movie ones. Okay.
Number 5 is Mando from Mandalorian. Okay, anti-hero.
Okay.
Number 4 is Don Draper from Mad Men.
I've never seen that show.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero.
Okay.
Number 3 is Tony Soprano.
Okay. Anti-hero? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you fucking
number 2.
Eat a spaghetti.
Number 2 is Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers. I like that. Yeah. I love
He was
Kenny
my number
Powers.
1. He was my number 1, but guess who number 1 is, Bubba? George fucking Costanza.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't do TV. That's good.
George Costanza. You wouldn't think of him or Kenny Powers as anti-heroes, but they're my favorite ones.
Well, I would think Kenny Powers of getting drunk and getting high and trying to hook up with somebody that's like 19 years old, And then George just always says the stupidest things at the wrong times.
Yeah.
Like are those real? Okay. Dre says Dom Draper, he's laughing. He says Walter White.
I had him, but he just dropped off the list for Mando. I mean, I think he's good. Yeah,
okay.
But everybody was picking him when I was thinking about it. I'm like, everybody's going to pick Walter White.
That's probably one of the greatest turns of a good person turning pure evil was Walter White. Like you go from being a high school science teacher to the biggest crime lord, killing people and just being diabolical. Rich says always blows my mind. His way of not doing the top 25 is split into top 25 into 5 top 5s. He says that's Rich talking about you. And then your sister says, "Oh my God, I'm rewatching Eastbound and Down. I'm at Myrtle Beach. Black Biker Week episode. Great list, she says. You cannot beat Kenny Powers.
Listen, I have a story. I can't yell because my kid just texted me, shut up, you're being too loud, because his bedroom's right above mine.
Oh,
so listen, guys.
Okay.
I had a roommate in college, and he had just come. He was subleasing from me for the summer because he didn't have a place to stay.
Okay.
And he just came out of the closet to his parents, and he was like a regular dude, you know.
So
he was like,
he told them, but he didn't tell you, and he was subleasing off you.
Well, no, he told me. He's like, listen,
okay.
I can't go back to my parents this summer because I just came out of the closet.
Oh,
like,
place to stay.
I didn't even know what that was. I thought, I didn't know until after I told him he could stay. I'm like, okay, I know what that is.
Oh, now. What are you doing in the closet? Just turn the door.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Okay. So he subleased for me for a couple months, and we drove to Myrtle Beach to visit one of his friends. And guess what it was during? So I'm with this guy in traffic during Black Bike Week.
Black Bike Week.
In like 1996. And it was back when they used to have the Hotlanta, where they would have the Freaknik, like the parties and stuff. So like, I'll tell you what, it was a very strange week. You know, I got exposed to a lot of different cultures in that week. And it took an hour to get from North Myrtle Beach to South Myrtle Beach, because it was just literally butts to nuts traffic.
Butts to nuts. Probably real butts to nuts. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Damn. Eastbound and Down. See,
I can
rewatch that series over and over over and over again. I got Tammy hooked up on that. She's like, what is this?
When he says they comes off that jet ski, he's like, she goes, I think I gave you an STD. He's like, well, good, because I gave you a couple.
And you know what? Danny McBride is funny in everything he plays.
Oh, my God.
I finished watching The Righteous Gemstones. I watched Vice Principals.
That's so good.
Danny McBride. I remind myself of Danny McBride, but I have no talent, and I have to work for a living.
What's the uncle that's real skinny? That's his white-haired uncle.
Oh,
what's his name?
Walter. Billy Bob. Billy Bob.
Baby. What's his name?
Billy Bob.
Billy.
Yeah,
he
Baby
is the
Billy.
best actor. I would love to just sit there and drink with Kenny Powers and
Walter,
Baby Billy.
Walter, what is it? Walter Corgan. He was in Justified, but he's in with the Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime. He's a good actor.
Good actor.
Yeah, Baby Billy. Your sister said Baby Billy. Baby Billy, and he gets all those kids, and he's like, everybody, come down, it's Baby Billy. I just want to get this show. And he got those big giant glasses and then pearly white teeth.
Oh, Baby Billy.
Yeah. No, we don't have a lot of weed here, Dre. Jimmy says Shane reminds me of Zane. I don't know. Maybe Zane, whatever.
Zane who?
I don't know. Maybe it's Billy Zane. Maybe it's Billy Zane. Boyd Cowder, Dre says. Jimmy C. Gradwell. Shane reminds me of Zane.
Okay.
I don't know.
Take that.
Whoever Zane is, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now let me ask you this one, because I'm going to pull this up. So there's a little bit more stuff here before we roll out of here. Okay. Henry Cavill, MCU, Cyclops, Sentry, Mr. Sinister, Captain Britain, or Wolverine something here, or Hyperion.
There's two that I'd pick.
Okay. What character? Do you still need me to take us off now?
Yeah, you can take it off.
Okay, who would you want to see Henry Cavill in the MCU play?
Sentry or Hyperion? Put it back up.
Okay, I'll put it back up. Okay. Cyclops, no.
No.
Well,
no.
Okay.
Hard no.
Okay, Sentry, I could say that would be a yeah, especially with his blonde hair from The Witcher. Long hair, I could see that. They had Stephen Yen from The Walking Dead, a Sentry. He pulled out because I don't think that was good. That was good casting. And Dre says no one likes Cyclops. Mr. Sinister, I could see, but I can't see him playing a villain. I can't see him. I guess speculation is that he might be a Wolverine in the Deadpool Wolverine thing. There's speculation and rumors, but I would see Sentry, Hyperion, and Captain Britain if they would do Captain Britain right, and
Yeah,
Donnie
Captain
says
Britain, I could
centuries.
see.
I have to pick.
Century,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say 3. Captain Britain because he's English, but the century, the anti-hero, of course, and he would fucking beat the shit out of everybody because him and the Hulk went toe to toe in World War Hulk. So Cyclops definitely not. Mr. Sinister, I don't see. I don't want him playing. And he was supposedly speculated to play Doctor Doom, and I don't want that. I don't want Henry Cavill as a villain. I want him as a hero. So
yeah, I have a problem with, because he was Superman, an iconic DC character.
Well, yeah.
I have a problem with him matriculating into the MCU. If you're like a supplementary character in DC or MCU, then that makes me
Traveling Fools.
feel.
Yo, Traveling Fools.
That's one of Joey's
Joey,
friends.
what's
Hey,
up?
buddy.
Thank
How you doing? It's one of Joey's friends from Traveling Fools.
Right. Oh, okay.
But
Thank you.
I think he has to. I don't know, because he's done The Witcher. That kind of makes me change my mind a little bit.
Sami
that he
Zayn.
does.
He's talking. You look like Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn from WWE.
Oh, Sami Zayn. Okay.
Dre, if Jack Black was in shape, would love to see him play Lobo. Dre says, well, they're going to have Jason Momoa play Lobo. And Momoa always wanted to play Lobo because his Aquaman stuff was just ticky-tacky, not very good. And hopefully now that James Gunn, season 2 of Peacemaker is getting filmed, season 1 is not canon to the new DCU. I don't know if you know this. Not canon. The season 2 will be canon.
Bubba,
so,
question for you.
Okay.
You ready for it? Did you watch
Sure.
Ricky Stenicki?
Not yet, and I'm going to.
I'm not going to ruin it for you.
No, I seen him singing, and it's over the top.
But John Cena
I might watch it tonight after the show.
They took like a regular body and put it from the old man from Up's cartoon head.
Huh. Well, he is in his 40s. I mean, John Cena's he was a.
But his head looks like the guy. Looks like maybe a 10-year younger version of the cartoon guy from Up. You know what I'm talking about, the cartoon?
Yeah. Hey, Up was a good movie. I cried it up because it was very.
It is a good movie.
It was heart wrenching there. All his life is love, and then he had nobody, and then he hooked up with a little kid and a dog. And that was Ed Asner.
Great cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dre says he loved it. Okay. Craig's got another question, comic book related. So when are we going to see Alpha Flight TV show or movie?
That's
actually
a question.
Today was the 45th anniversary of Alpha Flight. I think I posted it on my social media. I have the whole volume 1, 2, and 3 collection. I have the second appearance. I do not have the first appearance in the X-Men, I believe 120. I have 121. That's the only thing I'm missing. I don't know. They need to do that because Alpha Flight is Canadians' super team. And that's actually Wolverine. Weapon X was on Weapon X was on that team years prior. And there was a love triangle there. So I'm gonna say, Craig, hopefully, probably a movie, because I don't know if it could, but also too, Alpha Flight could probably be like the Guardians of the Galaxy, because nobody knew what the hell Guardians of the Galaxy was except for yours truly, one of them anyway. And then have that kind of niche to get over into the movies where people, maybe a good storyline could explode Alpha Flight into like a trilogy. So, okay,
I'd like to see that.
Dre's, no one cares about Canada, Rich Smoke says. I'm just saying it's Alpha Flight, man. Okay, Dre says, here's a comic book question. Are they ever going to do Doomsday justice? Probably not.
It's too powerful.
I don't think they'll ever. I don't think they'll ever do that right. You know what, Dre? It's just like the Dark Phoenix saga. They could never get it right, and the only time they ever got it right was in the cartoon version. Rich says probably not. Yeah, they fucked that all up anyway, bringing the Wonder Woman and Batman and Batman versus Superman, and that was probably 2 films in one. And actually Wonder Woman. I mean, Ben Affleck kind of grew on me, but he's not Michael Keaton. Well, there you go. Jack Black can play Puck.
I hate Jack Black anymore. I'm so sick of his over dramatic.
That would be that would be pretty good, but he's got to be. I mean, Puck is sarcastic, acrobatic.
He's too old for Puck.
Flight. Well, Puck is actually an old man. That's why he shrunk. He
Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean, he's like 100 and some years old, and that's why he's very very short. And in Sasquatch, they would probably do like CGI. You know,
Yeah.
it's so hard to get it to work. They'd fuck it up across the board.
Tina
Death of
Fey was a
Superman
good
was
Sasquatch in that commercial.
Tina Fey. Oh, Death of Superman was a phenomenal storyline. Yes, it was, Dre. But you know what though? They should have never killed Superman off anyway. They just did that for sales anyway. That's what they do. They reboot everything. Marvel just kills everything, reboots everything. I just read where people are dropping Amazing Spider-Man, and when people drop Spider-Man comic books, that's not a good sign. Dre says Jack Black is great. Why would you hate Shane?
He was funny when he wasn't putting it over. He's like trying to be over the top even more so. You know, like come on. It doesn't strike me as sincere. He just seems like a phony. I used to like his. Yeah, I used to like him back in the day, like a Tenacious D, and
I love him.
Funny.
I love him in Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder is one of the unrated comedies. I tell you what, that is Tom Cruise's best fucking role ever besides Cocktail. I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. I'm not.
Yeah, that's big. That's big praise from you, Bubba.
Yeah. Well, Smoke says Jack Black is one of those guys you love or hate. He's very flamboyant and very, very energetic, and can be a bit.
I liked him then.
That could be a bit much.
Not
honest.
now.
I didn't like him in Star Wars.
Back then, it was he was okay.
Oh wow!
Now it's just
Robert Downey Jr.'s best role too was Iron Man. I know he got that Oscar.
Role.
I know he got that Oscar nomination, and he won. And the funniest movie ever. Yeah, Tropic
Think
Thunder.
of that one.
Well, I liked him as Tony Stark. I just think when he was Iron Man, first Iron Man movie, he didn't make that much money. Terrence Howard made more money in that movie than Downey did. But I for me personally, I think Iron Man #1 was his best role ever, and it catapulted him into the superhero genre, which made him so money. And he's coming back. He's coming back because he can't be fucking Dr. Doolittle or whatever the fuck. He's talking to animals. Those movies are terrible. Yes, Tropic Thunder. Love it. I could watch Tropic Thunder all day long. And it has Danny McBride blowing shit up.
Guys, you know what? Robert Downey Jr.
Wait. That's what he's meaning. Robert Downey's best role was on Tropic Thunder. My bad, Devil. My bad. Yeah, I'm the other dude playing the other dude, playing the black dude, playing the other dude.
I have two.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that would be a tie for him and Iron Man for me.
He was the buddy in Back to School with Dangerfield.
Yeah, but
in Weird Science he played Ian. So I mean those are two of my favorite movies. Dude played the other dude. Yeah.
What do you mean? You ain't black?
Tropic Thunder, I thought he was a black guy. I didn't realize until after it was him playing that,
Okay, Dre got top 3 movies: Tombstone, Tropic Thunder, and Kung Fu Hustle. Oh, I think I've seen Kung Fu Hustle. I think it's got Danny McBride in it. Simple Jack.
Simple Jack, yeah.
Oh my God, U.S. Marshals.
He played Natural Born Killers as like an Australian news guy. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Boy, So, well, maybe one of these days. Well, one of these shows, we get the panel, and we're going to do a top 5 comedy on a Friday, because I know I'm going to be super busy promoting wrestling and living life and trying to.
I can't do that one.
You can't.
I'll get fired because I'll spend 5 hours making my list.
5, Shane. 5.
It would take me 5 hours to whittle it down to 5. I'll have like a panic attack.
Well, okay, can we go 10? But 10 would be like a 2-hour show.
No, we can't do 10. We have to do 5.
No,
you're right.
I know.
You're right. 5. I could do 5.
No, Dre says no Kung Fu Hustle of all Asians. You got to check it out. I love Kung Fu movies too. Love them. I do. But hey, I don't know if you heard this, because we're speaking like a little bit of MCU and stuff. This dude was the writer and creator of the X-Men cartoon. Bo DiMeo, creator producer of the writer of the X-Men '97. He was fired abruptly by Marvel. Will no longer take the promotions in the series or creative role in any future seasons. He previously wrote the Moon Knight, as well as early drafts of Blade, the upcoming Blade 2, which I don't know why it's called Blade 2, but he got fired. They fired him. Fired him.
Why?
I don't know.
Huh.
Boy, Ralph's got comedies: Caddyshack, Porky's, Animal House, Blues Brothers, Beverly Hills Cop 2. Holy hell, Ralph, you got some good ones.
Good ones, Ralph.
Yeah, I don't know why they fired him. I think next week the X-Men is on Disney, because actually the X-Men cartoon, when it first came out, was one of the best animated things that Marvel put out. And like I said, the Dark Phoenix saga on the original X-Men is the best saga of the Dark Phoenix ever. The movies did it terribly. Both times they did a crappy job. Shitty job.
The old Batman was great. You know,
Handyman. Like you ever see that movie?
Handyman. Yeah.
Handyman. Handyman. Anybody help me? Up away. Oh God, I'll probably get canceled now.
Up and away.
No, it's Damian Wayans.
Oh, I remember he played. Remember he had that pickle jar and he was pooping in it, and he was a homeless guy.
Oh yeah, and then he was Homie the Clown.
Use your facilities.
Homie, don't play that. And he fucking smacked him with a fucking sock. Oh my God.
Homie the Clown.
Jesus. Yeah. So, hey, before I got two more topics here and some more little plugs before we get out of here. Barbecue Bob this Saturday at 119 Antique Trading Post. There is all the prices right there, ladies and gentlemen. I will put it on Facebook. If you live in Indiana County, get there early because Bob will be sold out, I'd imagine. I get off work at 3 o'clock. He's got pulled pork sandwiches. He's got everything. Coleslaw. You know, I just saw him at Walmart today because I had to get the kids cereal because I ate it all. And he said, Bob, he's doing good. So he's got a food truck. He's looking to do some stuff. Barbecue Bob, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Saturday, 119 out here at the antique auction. He's going to have a shop opened up, you know, and you guys can go get some barbecue stuff. Homie the Clown. Yep. Homie the Clown.
That's right. So
never underestimate the power of the handicapped.
Yep. Never underestimate. So what's
wait, hold on. Never underestimate the power of the handicap. That's what he would say. Well, that was Damian Wayans. And then he had the stock.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble.
This is all something that happened in the past. It's a movie.
Damian
Wayans to the movie.
Well, Damian Wayans now doesn't really do too much. You know what I mean? I liked him in that movie. And then he also was he was the last Boy Scout. The last Boy Scout was good.
Okay. Major Pain. Remember that?
Yes. I do miss comedy. Yeah, comedy's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, that was thunder. Uh-oh. God's not like
No, we're getting lots of it. I lost power.
Yeah. Oh.
So,
hey,
Bubba,
real quick, The Walking Dead. You got The Walking Dead episode 3. I watched it too.
Yes, sir.
What'd you think of it, real quick?
It's picking up. I think they're really moving fast. Usually I complain about the pacing.
They only have three more.
I know. Usually I complain that the pacing is too slow in some of these things. The pacing in this is a little too fast, but I enjoy it, and I'm happy that Walking Dead is back for me. It had been Walking Dead to me.
Deadless. It was deadless.
Yeah, dead. It was lifeless.
What the hell would anybody want with a blind dog? But I mean, Jadis is there, man. Jadis knows where Alexandria is. That's why Rick could never leave. That's why he could never fucking leave. You know, and now and he was by himself. He wasn't a threat. And together, when they're together, they know, like she said, they could do anything. Together, they could do anything, and that's what worries her.
I'm having a brain cramp. That girl Jadis, where is she from?
She was from the salvage yard, and she was working.
Right.
Yes, she turned on Rick with the Saviors with Negan, and she wanted, I want to lay with your man. She wanted to hook up with Rick, and then Michonne was like, no way, Mamacita. So, but she rose her way up to the CMS.
Yeah,
you know, getting Rick there and giving him the B. But when Michonne come into that area, she was a B, but really an A. And he tried to get her out of there, and she didn't go. And she came back, and she's killing all those zombies through the thing. And I think they're going to incorporate all the shows together eventually to take out this big hierarchy of this evil government regime of
Yeah.
the
So Fear the Dead is going to be tied in with this.
Yeah.
And then that
the
I
world
would like
the
to
world
see
beyond.
that.
And then well, and at the end of I haven't seen that yet. I seen the original. The original's good. The original is good.
I've been watching
Richard
it.
Chamberlain, and I think the girl, the lead female character in Shogun was in the Godzilla TV show on Apple. Very, very good.
Yes.
And I will watch that. I just haven't had time because I've been doing podcasting and doing
it's fantastic. Love it.
Like wrestling stuff. I think when they the episode 3, when Michonne and Rick she threw him out of the fucking helicopter. I mean, there's no parachute, man. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're gonna hit some tree limbs going down. I mean, Jesus, you know, that's what happened. So, and actually, I can watch it right now because AMC Plus on my cable, I can get it early. But I think I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna, after this, I'm gonna watch, see what's up.
Yeah. So yes, 3 more episodes of the Walking Dead series. I like it. Very, very good. And then one more thing before we get out of here. The Bad Batch I need to see. I think they're up to episode 5 or 6. But this movie here is not on any type. It won visual effects. This movie was fucking awesome. The Godzilla, once again, look, Godzilla, the Japanese did it right. You cannot stream this illegally anywhere. Like, the Japanese just shut it the fuck down. Like, I can't even get it. Like, I couldn't. I've been looking for Godzilla for about a month and a half now. Nothing. It's not even, you can't even pay for it on streaming service. You can't do nothing. The Japanese government priced it. You guys aren't getting this movie till we actually get our most money out of it as we can.
I have to buy a bigger TV for that one.
Oh, you can watch it at my house, man. That's what I
have a 65-inch. I need to go 80. Well, Sam's Club has them on 85. Sale for $900.
Yeah, I bought mine at Best Buy. It was an 82, and I could go bigger because I got my wall, but and Craig said he's a big yes. I'm a fan of the original one too, and Dre says Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer. Got to watch both of them. Created by Stephen Chow. So Godzilla taking the first time Godzilla won anything in its 75 movies. Which Godzilla is that? It's Godzilla once again. Hold on, let me get it here. It's Godzilla -1, Dre. You're not going to find it. This has got nothing to do against. It's like right after World War II. It's like right after the original Godzilla, the first one ever. It's got nothing to do with King Kong. It's got nothing to do with fucking Monarch.
Not yet.
It's got nothing to do. No, I don't think it does. The Japanese don't want. I think the Japanese don't want fucking anybody fucking with their shit.
Oh, so it doesn't have anything to do with it. I can't wait to see it then.
You never seen it? Oh, it's about war.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm telling you,
I know the premise.
Good.
Like its time frame. It takes like I saw the Zero.
Right.
Zero go shooting at him and stuff.
It's like 1946 or 45, like right after the war. It's right after whatever. But Zilla versus Kong, I'm going to go see that because it's good to be seen on the movie screen. But they have, King Kong with the Infinity Gauntlet. So I don't know. I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate, Yar. I find it before this podcast ends. Dre says, I'm going to find this Godzilla movie. Godzilla -1, Dre. If you find it, God bless you, because I've been looking. And my cable shit, I can't get it. I mean, I can get everything else. Sometimes I get it.
They got the hot box.
They speak, Larry's like, hey, Bubba, shh. They speak French, so after a week, and then they get English. But also, before I get out of here, I wanted to advertise my new one-on-one interview with special guest Stanley Carr. He hosts. He's not a co-host. I got to change that. He's the host of Wrestle with Heart, where it's like community and wrestlers.
Nice.
Yeah, I made an error. I made an error on that. I have to go back and change that. Taipan and King Rat were great movies too. The books are great as well. Okay. I don't like anything to do with rats. I hate rats. Rats are scary for me.
That's right.
I hate rats. I hate them. I hate them. So hey, well, let me get some stuff. Bob's Pizza. If you're in Indiana County, 5 slices, a Wapaho and root beer under $13. Okay, our boy Mark from Steeler Nation Australia. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, Larry and the guys. Subscribe. Watkins Boxing, proud sponsor of the Triple B Experience. Go in Indiana if you want to work out. I was there tonight hitting the bags for a little bit, trying to get in shape. Very hard, but hey, I try. My show, Steelers Show, Black Gold Dynasty Podcast Show, Wednesday nights. Shane, when's your show, Shane?
Thursday, 7 o'clock.
There we go. Shane Show, 7 o'clock. Bucko to Bucko with Kyle. He's got a new show out. Please hit like and subscribe. The kid loves his WWE wrestling, and he knows football. And once again, NFL Elite Banner with Rich Smoke and Freight Train. Draft 412 Nation if you want to learn about all kind of sports and who they're drafting. Steelers Realm Podcast. I'm giving them a plug. And my other interview with special guest Dominic D'Angelo and his brother Marcus D'Angelo, the D'Angelo brothers. Great guys. They are going to be, hopefully, they're getting media credentials to come in for the show. They, Dominic does One of a Kind with RVD, and Marcus does everything podcast with the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and the Snake Pit with Jake the Snake Roberts. All WWE Hall of Famers. He found it already. Dre already found Godzilla minus. God bless you, Dre. He's going to be watching it. Tell me what you think, Dre. Hey, that's what he said. So, hey, Shane, thanks for popping on, brother, as always. Hey, everybody, if thanks for tuning in. Thanking for all these questions. It's a cam version. Yeah, it's hard, brother. He has a emoji face of like Mr. Yuck. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in on a Thursday special night tonight. We'll be back on the Triple B Experience next Friday. I'll be back Wednesday, when we talk Steelers. I'm going to be on social media promoting this wrestling show. Hopefully I signed a contract, pay the money, and, we got some talent booked, and hopefully you guys can all show up Sunday, June 23rd, bell time at 3 p.m., and we will have a meet and greet an hour before the show. I'll let you know who that meet and greet will be, but we're not doing it now. But later. Thank you, Traveling Fools. Thank you, everybody. Shane, thank you as always. You can come on anytime, brother, and we can shoot the pulp culture shit. I got to get up and start watching stuff. I'm a little behind. Just a little behind. I got to catch up. I'm not as well, you're way ahead of me. So, but hey, everybody, good night. Please hit like and subscribe. This will be out on Spotify, on YouTube. So, everybody, thank you once again. I'm the host, Bad Bubba Brewer. You're on the Triple B Experience. Special field correspondent, Shane Stadtmiiler. We're signing off. You guys have a great one. We'll see you around. Peace out. See you, Shane.
See ya.